Are you ready?
Welcome to another edition of Adams Cable Channel 7 High School Football as the Western Wayne Wildcats face the Tunkhannock Tigers. Brought to you by Adams Cable Service, Figlomini Drugstore, Carbondale, locally owned and trusted since 1929. Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street, Childs, Nick's Excavating and Paving, Carbondale. By your one-stop lumber and hardware center, the Waymart Building Center. Main Street, Sunoco, Carbondale. Beston's Body Shop and Collision Center, Carbondale. By your Napa Auto Parts Store, Tonkin Auto Supply, Carbondale. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes with 2 locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale. The starting lineups are brought to you by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. It's time for high school football between the Western Wayne Wildcats and the Tunkhannock Tigers. With the pregame show and the call of today's game, here's Nick Homick, Glenn Muskowski, and Steve Young. Guys.
Welcome to Week 2 of Adams Cable Channel 7 High School Football, and today we are at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden for a showdown between Tunkhannock and Western Wayne. The Tunkhannock Tigers coming off a loss to Athens, while the Western Wayne Wildcats lost a heartbreaker to North Pocono. And Glenn, it's a beautiful night for high school football, but conditioning is going to be a key factor here tonight.
Well, I think so, Steve. You know, with the temperature as it is, cramps are a most important thing that people have to watch, especially the trainers for both schools. But we have 2 teams that are kind of coming off tough losses, but different types of offense. You can know Western Wayne's going to pass the ball, and Tunkhannock is predominantly a running team. So what kind of defense are they going to play against each other? I think defense is going to be the key of for this game.
So we have all of the action coming up for you next here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Everyone is looking for ways to save money today. The total home packages from Adams Cable Service are a great way to do that. Starting at $66.99 per month, you get cable, high-speed internet, and unlimited phone service. You are probably paying that much for one service right now. Call Adams Cable Service today and ask about the total home packages with cable, internet, and phone starting at $66.99 per month. Adams Cable Service has a package to meet your needs, and it's the smartest way to save money. Call Adams today. Here's great news from Figlomini Drugstore in Carbondale that can save you money and make shopping for your prescriptions more convenient. Figlomini now has an $8.95 generic drug plan and free local delivery. Figlomini offers diabetic shoes, lift chairs, and home health supplies. That's what sets Figlomini apart from the chains. Locally owned and trusted since 1929. Stop in and see the difference for yourself at Figlomini Drugstore in Carbondale, where you're not just a number, you're family.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School Football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden with Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick. Steve Young. Beautiful night for high school football as the Western Wayne Band continues to entertain during the pregame show. And a little bit earlier, Glenn Muskowski had the opportunity to touch base with Tunkhannock Tiger head coach Rod Azar.
We're here with Coach Rod Azar from Tunkhannock. Coach, you had a tough loss against Athens last week, but your team played very well. I have 2 questions for you. How has your team come out of that game, and what do we expect for you to do tonight to beat Western Wayne?
Well, we came out of that game with our kids recognizing they can compete. You know, we had a tough end of the year last year. We weren't in very many football games down the stretch, and to come out and play hard and be in the game late was a big plus for us. Obviously, we wish we won the football game. If we would have made some plays down the stretch, I think we could have done that. But it gave them some confidence that they can play football. And you know, we come into this week playing a good Western Wayne team. They got a good program. They got a lot of kids coming back. They got talent. You know, there's 2 or 3 kids on offense that can hurt you. They're big up front, so you know, we got our work cut out for us tonight.
We look for your running game against their passing game, possibly.
Yeah, I think. Well, they got a little bit of fire and ice. They do both pretty well, I think. You know, we ran the ball well last week. We didn't throw the ball well last week. Hopefully, we can mix it up a little more this week. But you know, from them, I expect a healthy dose of both.
Okay, Coach. Good luck to you tonight.
Okay, thanks.
Well, that was Glenn Muskowski talking with Tunkhannock Tiger head coach Rod Azar in his fourth year, trying to keep the program together and keep everyone healthy and make it through the season and be sure it's a successful one. And when we come back, Glenn will stand by with Western Wayne head coach Don McDonough after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs. The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
We are here with head coach Don McDonough from the Western Wayne Wildcats. Coach, you had an early lead against North Pocono last week, but couldn't hold on. What have your kids learned from that game, coming out of that game?
I think the kids know we left a lot of scores on the field. We have to do a better job in the red area. All the things that we took away. We're a good football team. We probably should have won last week. Comes down to trying to get more kids on the field this week. We ran out of gas a little bit there.
Well, it's hot. It's hot. Going to be hot tonight, too. What can we expect tonight against Tunkhannock?
I think the same. We have the same game plan. They play the same defense. North Pocono does a 4-4 style defense. Offensively, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be balanced in the passing and the running game. Defensively, they do a lot of misdirections, and our scout team did an excellent job against us, our first team defense this week, doing a lot of their misdirection plays. So I think you'll see the same game plan we went in last week with.
Well, this should be a good game tonight, and good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Improve the appearance of your property with the help of Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale. Nick's Excavating and Paving provides the highest quality service in residential and commercial excavating, paving and seal coating, demolition, land clearing, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Nick's Excavating and Paving also delivers sand, stone, topsoil, and mulch. For prompt professional service, call Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Now, back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School Football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden for Week 2 of high school football. It's Tunkhannock and Western Wayne. And now your starting lineups for today's game, brought to you by the legendary Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, where the annual summer clearance sale event is now underway with savings up to 40% on all remaining summer apparel. And with summer being extended this year, you can get some great deals on summer apparel. School is back in session, and Roselle will meet the area school dress codes with an extensive supply of uniforms for Lakeland, Carbondale area, LaSalle Academy, Holy Cross, Forest City, and Valley View. If you're planning a fall wedding, Roselle Department Store has everything you need for your big day with the hottest fashion ideas in formal wear by Sarno & Son and a perfect fit every time. Roselle in Carbondale now offers fast, reliable laundry and dry cleaning services. You can depend on Roselle Department Store for unsurpassed quality, style, and value. Sam and the staff at Roselle Department Store in Carbondale are proud to present your starting lineups for today's game between the Tunkhannock Tigers and the Western Wayne Wildcats. For the Tunkhannock Tigers offensively, it will be Hunter Hopkins, a sophomore at tight end, 5'9", 175. Brett Stage at split end, 6'1", 160, and a senior. John Walsh at left tackle, a sophomore, 5'11", and 210. Corey Callum at right tackle, a senior, 6'2", and 240. Jared Bernowski at left guard, a junior, 5'10", and 180. And Ricky Stevens at right guard, 5'11", 205, and a sophomore. And now your national anthem. And with the playing of our national anthem by the Western Wayne Band, we continue with the Roselle Department Store starting lineups. At center for Tunkhannock, Josh Flaherty, a junior at 5'11 and 210 pounds. Ryan L. is at quarterback, a senior, 6'2", 185. Brian Muckin at fullback, a sophomore, 6 foot and 175. Brandon Daly lines up at tailback, a senior, 5'10 and 175. And Brian Boschman is at flanker, a senior, 5'11 and 180 pounds. Defensively for Western Wayne, brought to you by your friends at the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. Jim Stein at left end, a junior at 6 foot 225. Andrew Slaginski at right end, a senior, 6'3", 235. Justin Geisinger at left tackle, a senior, 5'8", 280. Jake Nagel at nose guard, a junior, 5'11", 250. Kyle Coons at the strong side linebacker. He is a senior, 6 foot 175. The weak side linebacker is Joe Boyko, a 5'11", 195-pound senior. Brendan Toot is the middle linebacker, 6'1", 200 pounds, and a junior. Kyle Smith will line up at left corner. He is a 5'9", 155-pound senior. Courtney Harp at right corner, 5'7", 150, and a junior. Kyle Haynes at strong safety for the Wildcats, a senior, 6'2", and 195. And Steve Bluthall at free safety, 5'6", 175, and a senior, along with Scott Walk, a sophomore, 5'9", and 165 pounds. Those are your starting lineups for today's ball game, brought to you by your friends at the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. And it will be the Tunkhannock Tigers to kick it off, and here is the high spinning kick, and it will be caught at the 15-yard line by Brian Muckin, and Muckin will turn it around the far side of the field out across the 32, the 33-yard line, and the Tunkhannock Tigers will bring their offense onto the football field for the first possession with a first down and 10.
Well, Steve, nice kick by the kicker from Western Wayne. I believe it's Lombardi.
Matt Lombardi, he's a senior, 5'11 and 180 pounds. So right now, it will be the Tunkhannock Tigers on a first down and 10 from their own 33-yard line, and the handoff will go to Daly around the right side, and Daly takes the football out across the 35, out near the 38-yard line.
A nice movement out by the offensive line, moved some defensive people on it, picked up a quick 5 yards.
And Glenn Nick was talking about the helmets of both of these football programs, and they're really sharp. Nick, how about the design on the helmets?
For both teams, the Wildcat and the Tiger on Tunkhannock's side, really sharp decals.
And there's a flag thrown on
our penalty already
from the official here on the near side, and they will talk things over.
Oh, a warning?
Administer a warning already in the second play of the game. Wow.
Oh.
These guys aren't pulling any.
Yeah.
And
guy must have been reading the book.
Head coach Donnie McDonough shaking his head, not happy with the call.
Yeah. The Zebras are going to come on already, huh?
Here we go.
Here we go. They
the fuse is lit. 2nd and 5 for Tunkhannock from its own 38-yard line. Here's the toss play coming near side. Boschman at the 40, drilled on the play. Boy, Boschman took a wicked hit. Brandon Toot, the middle linebacker at 6'1", 200 pounds, and a junior, leading the way.
Hey, he hit that line, and he got hit by a host of people over there. That was a tough 2 yards.
Tunkhannock's offense is based more on a Delaware type of wing tee, a lot of shifting, a lot of fly type of motion with somebody going around the deepest tailback. In the offense, you see a lot of sweeps and things like that, a lot of tosses out of these type sets.
Ryan L., the senior quarterback at 6'2", will send a man in motion. The handoff goes to Boschman. Boschman popped at the 40 for a loss of about a yard on the play. Matt Witt coming up to lead the way defensively with the pursuit for the Wildcats.
Well, Western Wayne's defense came to play tonight. They're in the backfield 3 times.
Well, Coach McDonough talked on it. They felt that they, had that game won at North Pocono last week. Obviously didn't come out that way in the score, but they do have a chip on their shoulder.
They could not protect the 14-point lead that they took into the third quarter. They had a 14-0 lead in the first. They led 14-0 going into the third, but then 22 unanswered points by North Pocono. And the final score, the final touchdown, the winning touchdown for North Pocono came with 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's
that's a real heartbreaker.
That's a killer.
So Tunkhannock will be forced to punt. Ryan L. will drop back in punt formation, and 2 are deep for the Western Wayne Wildcats. And this is a good kick. Lots of hang time on it. And Western Wayne will let it bounce. No, sir. They're going to pick it up. Well, that saved them some yardage as Kyle Haynes.
I don't think that was such a good idea.
That's a dangerous play, but it did save them some yardage. So the Western Wayne Wildcat offense will make its way onto the football field for the first time here in the 2014 season here at home in a scoreless first quarter with 9:41 left to play. And up to the line of scrimmage they come as Jake Nagel will lead the way. And Kyle Smith will be a wide out on the near side. And for the Western Wayne Wildcats, they'll send a man in motion to the near side. And this will be the handoff by Scott Walk, and the running attack by the Western Wayne Wildcats takes the football to the 43-yard line.
Just a counter game right there.
Courtney Harp. Boy, what a night night he had last week, game he had last week. 27 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 3 catches for 25 yards.
And they picked up a nice, easy 10 yards on the first play.
So the Wildcats will keep this drive going by virtue of the first down with 9 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brandon Toot at tight end, Kyle Smith at split end, Nick Caucci at left tackle, Tyler Bergsma at right tackle, Matt Witt at left guard, Jim Stein at right guard, and Jake Nagel at center for the Wildcats. Scott Walk will quarterback. Gluthal will line up at fullback, and Courtney Harp is in the backfield as tailback. And this will be a 5-yard penalty called against the Western Wayne Wildcats. So, Nick, those penalties can really hurt a team, so that's something that Don McDonough Jr. will look to address throughout the year.
They're stupid penalties right now. Legal procedure on your center, I mean, it's something you don't get called on every day. Just a little flinch there.
Smith and Haynes are wide receivers on opposite ends of the line as Scott Walk will set them down, and the handoff will go to Harp, and Harp will take the football off left tackle, and he was belted by a host of white shirts from Tunkhannock. The defensive alignment for Tunkhannock brought to you by Roselle Department Store. Ricky Stevens at left defensive end, Nick Thomas at the right side, Josh Flaherty at left tackle, Callum at right tackle, Brian Boschman, the outside linebacker, along with Lucas Stage. The inside linebackers are Jared Bernowski and Brian Mucken, and Mike Taylor at left corner, Bryce Steele at right corner, and Brett Stage is your free safety.
Well, Harp picked up the penalty yards, so we go second and, well, actually picked up 6 yards.
So it is 2nd down and 9 as sophomore quarterback Scott Walk will go under center, walk with time, and he'll come to the near side. Season opening, looks to throw downfield, and the pass is incomplete off the fingertips of Kyle Haynes near the midfield stripe.
Just throwing a little bit behind the receiver that time. A little bit of rush for the defense of Tunkhannock, so he had to get rid of the ball.
We are scoreless with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Glad to have you on board for Adams Cable Channel 7 High School Football on this gorgeous night. You know, I thought we should get this weather in July, guys. You know, the humidity, the 88-degree temperatures, and here we are in September, and it feels like a July evening.
And it could stay here in December, too.
Hey, I love it. Bring it on.
You're going to pay for it in the winter.
We are. This is Scott Walk back in the pocket with time.
Wide open at the seam.
Oh, Walk will take a hit and take the sack.
He had his tight end, number 11, sitting out here about on the 40-yard line of Tunkhannock, wide open. He just didn't see him.
Well, another thing too, once that breaks down, you got to get rid of that ball. You can't hold it that long.
Yeah, he's got to. You know, you hear about a mental clock all the time. You see games on TV. Quarterback needs to have his mental clock.
Kyle Coons will drop back in punt formation for the Western Wayne Wildcats on 4th down and 12. And it will be Jake Nagel to be the long snapper. Good snap. And this is a line drive punt. And Tunkhannock will let it roll. Brett Stage was back there, but this football will roll, and the play is dead at the 15-yard line of Tunkhannock. So Western Wayne unable to generate any kind of serious offensive attack, and the Tunkhannock Tigers will take over on their second possession, 1st down and 10 in a scoreless first quarter of football here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden.
Nick, nice kick for Western Wayne. You don't want anybody to make a return, but
again,
you got to come up and get it. Come up and get it.
Drop one guy back. You're basically giving up on the play.
Hunter Hopkins is a wide out at the bottom of your screen as Ryan L., the senior quarterback, will have a split backfield. L will go with the running attack. He'll hand it off, and the Wildcats hold a team meeting on the ball carrier. There was nothing there for Brian Mucken, the sophomore fullback.
No gain on that play. Great defensive effort on the middle of the Western Wayne defensive line.
Western Wayne lost that heartbreaker last week to North Pocono, and talking with Donnie McDonough, he said this team is going to be fired up, ready to play tonight. They're angry that they lost that ball game, and we could see it here defensively. From the 15 on 2nd down and 10 yards to go, and L will put a man in motion near side. L, misdirection play. Boschman takes it out across the 22-yard line.
Good. I'll tell you, if he didn't lose his balance, he had some running room.
That's the old inside handoff or cross buck type of play that you sometimes hear. Fake it going to the outside, the guy comes back on a quick trap in the inside.
And for Tunkhannock, depth is a big concern for this football team with only 27 players on the roster. They're dressing 24 here tonight, so very limited numbers. So it is of the utmost importance that they stay healthy throughout the season to be competitive. 3rd down and 4, Tunkhannock from its own 22-yard line. L will drop back with time, near side. Boschman has it across the 30. Beautiful spin move, and he takes the football to the 37-yard line for an important 1st down to sustain the drive.
Totally faked me out up here, guys.
You got me.
That's the thing about that wing T style offense. It's a lot of misdirection, a lot of faking. You really have to have disciplined linebackers and ends. You really got to make a decision as to who has the ball.
Well, that's the Tunkhannock's first down, and that was a nice design play.
That sure was. From the 36-yard line, Brett Stage will be a wideout at the top of your screen. Hunter Hopkins comes near side, and Ryan L. will put a man in motion, and the handoff will go to Daly. Daly takes the football to the 40 and then is belting on the play. Coming up, leading the way with the defensive pursuit for the Western Wayne Wildcats was sophomore Scott Walk.
Well, looks like Tunkhannock's mixing up their offense pretty well today so far.
Well, they're getting on blocks. I mean, Western Wayne's just playing good stout defense. Not giving up a big plays. Bend but don't break defense, as they call.
Yeah.
Tunkhannock facing 2nd and 8. We're scoreless with just about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter in Varden. Off the play fake. It is L to throw. No, but it was almost picked off. The pressure was on. Western Wayne Wildcats had the heat turned up high as Andrew Slajinski, the 235-pound senior right defensive end, was all over Ryan L. and forced him to throw that football under pressure.
Well, in order for Tunkhannock to sustain anything, they're going to have to start blocking some of these defensive people from Western Wayne. They are penetrating pretty well.
For the Tunkhannock Tigers this year, they don't have that fear factor in their schedule this year. Last year, they faced Crestwood, Berwick, and Wyoming Valley West in consecutive games. This year, they won't have them on the schedule. It's a little bit easier schedule as this pass was almost intercepted. L rolling out and threw it into some coverage in the secondary by Western Wayne, and that will result in 4th down. A good defensive effort by the Wildcats, and the punting team will come on for the Tigers.
Western Wayne should get somewhat of good field position here.
As long as you feel the punt.
Yep, absolutely. That is As we all know, that is one of Nick's all-time bugaboos. That's what you're back there for.
Ryan L. will be the punter for the Tunkhannock Tigers. Out of a high snap, he'll get this line drive shot away, and Bluthal will have it at the 27, and Bluthal up across the 35, and he is caught.
Well, that was good pursuit by Tunkhannock, though. They cover that well.
And Western Wayne will have excellent field position as they will start this drive, their second drive of the evening, from about their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's great field position. I mean, you know, you're starting to change the field position battle a little bit just by fielding that punt and getting a little 5-yard return out of it.
Well, and now you got to sustain some offense, and then if you don't get the first down, you could punt again,
and you could start pinning them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Sophomore quarterback Scott Walk will go with a long count, and he'll hand it off to his running back, Courtney Harp. Harp across the 45, the 50, and there he goes for the touchdown. How about that play by Courtney Harp and the blocking of the right side of the Western Wayne offensive line? Jim Stein, Tyler Bergsma on the right side, and the Wildcats have a 6-0 lead.
Bit of a stretch type of play like Peyton Manning used to make famous in Indianapolis for so many years. Just really, he's almost racing the running back to the end there, and it just forces the defense to stretch. He makes a cut, and he's gone.
With 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to play first quarter, the Wildcats are on the scoreboard. Matt Lombardi, the senior, will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Kyle Haynes. Well, last week, guys, we saw extra points at a premium by Hanover, so this is a low snap, and
Steve,
this is
going to
be yeah, but Haynes will go into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
It came out smelling like a rose there, but
sometimes you hit a home run.
You didn't even get the words out of your mouth. It was
8-0 your score. Western Wayne on Adams Cable High School football.
The Waymart Building Center carries quality materials for every job, including new home construction, remodeling, or that simple weekend project. The Waymart Building Center will supply everything to make your job easy, including plumbing and electrical supplies, hardware, tools, and paint. Remember, you don't have to drive far to find building or remodeling supplies. Stop by and see Chuck at your hometown building center, the Waymart Building Center.
Well, I know it's a warm evening, folks, but think about this. The Waymart Building Center, they have Eden Pure heaters, a full stock coming in. It's going to be getting cold. I know it's a nice warm night. It's going to be a warm weekend, but a couple of weeks down the road, you'll know you need one. So stop by at the Waymart Building Center.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
And the Western Wayne Wildcats lead at 8-0, and they will kick it off to the Tunkhannock Tigers as Matt Lombardi will tee up the football, and 2 are deep for the Tigers of Tunkhannock. So here we go with more high school football here in week number 2, and Lombardi's kick is a high spinner, and this will be fumble lost and picked up by Brian Boschman, and Boschman pays the price as the special teams from Western Wayne are all over him near the 26-yard line.
Well, Steve, that fumble of that kills anything you had set up, and they're lucky enough to pick up that ball and get to where they did get to.
And the Tunkhannock Tigers, on trailing in this ball game 8-0, will go to work with the football, 1st down and 10. As the Wildcats will go back on defense. Here come the Tigers as Hopkins will be wide on the near side, and a split backfield behind quarterback Ryan L. Quick handoff, and this play goes nowhere as the Wildcats were all over it. Tyler Bergsma made the tackle. He made the initial hit.
That was on Brian Muckin. And again, the penetration of the defensive line for Western Wayne, there's nowhere to go.
Western Wayne does have size. Bergsma, 5'11", 265 pounds. You go across that line, Jim Stein at 225 pounds, Nagel at 250, Slajinski 235. A lot of size across the line as L will look to fire the pass along the line of scrimmage, incomplete, intended for Hunter Hopkins. Boy, that's a ball that should be caught. That was a perfect pass.
Well, no reason they didn't. He just didn't look that ball into his hands.
8-0 Western Wayne with 3:37 left to play, first quarter. As the sun begins to set on a late summer evening here in Varden, fans enjoying the ball game. Boy.
Good crowd on hand tonight. Good crowd.
Yeah, you gotta love it over here at Western Wayne. They're cooking out. You have the smell of the barbecue grill and
poor Anthony Cook, our producer, one of our producers.
Yeah,
he could probably smell it all the way where he's at down by Philadelphia.
Here's an inside handoff by Tunkhannock, and it goes to Brandon Daly, but running room at a premium going up against that Western Wayne defense, and Daly carries the football to the 27-yard line. Yeah, I believe Nick Anthony will be our producer next week at Lakeland when we have the Valley View Cougars and the Lakeland Chiefs in week 3.
He's making his appearance, is he?
And Glenn is disappearing.
Well, we can't get a full staff on it.
It's tough to keep a full crew together.
I don't know what it is. It's got to be something about the rest of the people that are working here, I guess. I don't know.
Ryan L's punt is a dandy and is still rolling to the 21-yard line.
Well, that was a great punt that time. No way that the Western Wayne player couldn't get over there and get that ball, Kyle Haynes, because that was kicked to the sideline. But a great kick.
60-yard punt.
Oh, easy. Yep.
And
mostly roll.
Well, hey, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Hey, it was effective.
They don't look at that in the stat sheet.
That could have been a disaster because that was a low snap from center.
Something I was watching in the pregame for both teams. The long snappers, the ball's a little slow getting back on both ends. You saw it on the Western Wayne extra point attempt. Obviously, they just rolled it back, and Tunkhannock just bounced that one back to the punter. Something to keep an eye on possibly later in the game.
Wildcats first down and 10 from their own 22. This is Walk rolling out at the 20. Looks downfield, overthrows his intended receiver, Kyle Smith. Some miscommunication and good defense by the Tunkhannock Tigers.
Difficult throw there on the run.
That's a tough throw, but it was well covered.
Clock is stopped by virtue of the incompletion with 2:45 left in the first quarter. 8-0 Western Wayne as Courtney Harp scored on a 62-yard touchdown run. They did complete the 2-point conversion by accident.
If I'm Western Wayne, I come back to that play. You got the wide field here. Let's see what you can do again.
It's a big, Donnie McDonough likes to open it up a little bit. We certainly know that for the last couple of years we've been watching him.
On second down and 10, the Wildcats from their own 22-yard line. Scott Walk. And he will keep the football and runs right into left tackle Josh Flaherty. Flaherty, 5'11", 210 pounds, and a junior, wrapped him up to make the tackle. And the Wildcats of Western Wayne will look down the barrel of third down and 7. So what do you call here, guys? I mean, last time Western Wayne was in this position, Courtney Harp took off on a 62-yard touchdown run.
I wouldn't be afraid to run that again. To either side.
Yeah, I agree, Coach.
Well, maybe this side because it's the white side, yes.
Kyle Smith is wide to the near side, and Walk will hand it off.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That time, Harp tried to go up the middle and was belted on the play.
If he cut it outside, there was no one there. There was no one there.
Fourth down and long, and the punting unit will come on for the Wildcats of Western Wayne, leading 8-0 with 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here in Varden, great to have you with us here on Adams Cable Channel 7. Kyle Coons will look to punt the football from his own 15-yard line. Good snap from center. This is a line drive shot, and Tunkhannock will look, and they'll turn it upfield. And on the return for Tunkhannock, They take it up to about the 48-yard line.
Well, Steve, Kyle Haynes really played off that block and stopped him from making more progress than he did. He played off that block and kept him from going maybe another 10 yards on the outside. Excellent defense on the coverage.
But excellent field position now for Tunkhannock. Maybe they can do something with it here.
Yeah, we'll see if they could make it work to their advantage as they come to the line of scrimmage at their own 47-yard line. As Ryan L. will go with a toss play to Boschman. Boschman across midfield, and Boschman wheels and deals and lowers the shoulder and takes the football to the 47 of the Wildcats.
Good hard run, picked up about 6.
And we have under 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Quick moving first quarter of football. As the Tigers will come to the line of scrimmage. And Ryan L. will set them down, and the snap will go directly to L, and he will hand it off. Daly has it, and Daly carries the football inside the 40-yard line for a Tiger first down.
Tunkhannock has something moving here.
And there's a Wildcat player shaken up at the 49-yard line. So we will have a break in the action with 21.8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So, guys, a lot of other games on the schedule around the area tonight. One of local interest, Lakeland playing at Old Forge.
Well, that's been a long time coming, hasn't it, in the Lackawanna League? They probably haven't played since the 90s.
1999, I believe, was the last time.
Wow, that's the tough part of the scheduling. Are you a traditionalist, Nick? Do you like to see Lakeland play Old Forge, Lakeland play, or do you go and play in your classification?
Well, I'm not even about the classification. I'm about I'm about border rivalries. It's for the fans. Like, nothing against Northwest, but are you going to drive down from German Mayfield, Scott Township area up there down to Shikshini?
Well, that's the thing. And that was the thing. Even when I was back in school and I was the athletic director in Carbondale for years, we've always had that problem of how do you justify equality of schedule. And it is hard.
Even this game, Tunkhannock had to go across 2 counties to get here.
Yeah,
you think about it.
Well, how about Delaware Valley?
Well,
no matter where they go, they go forever.
Delaware Valley is just one of those type of schools, kind of like Williamsport. Williamsport got nothing out of playing in District 4 because there's no other schools out there that big, so they come to District 2. But again, if you were like Wyoming Valley West, you're going out and playing Williamsport, you have a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
Where are you getting? How is that a rivalry?
Kyle Coons was the player shaken up for Western Wayne. He is on the near sideline, and that will bring an end to the first quarter of play here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden with your score, Western Wayne 8 and Tunkhannock nothing on Adams Cable High School Football.
You're ready for the big game, but how about your car? As you travel through downtown Carbondale, look for the classic yellow, blue, and red Sunoco sign. Drive in and fill up with the fuel of choice from Main Street Sunoco and get the finest performance from your car. At Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale, prompt, courteous service is always assured. Congratulations to our local athletes and coaches for their hard work and dedication from the staff and management of Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale.
When your car does this, call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Ready for second quarter action here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden with the Wildcats leading 8-0. L on a pass play. It is complete to Boschman at the 30-yard line of Western Wayne. He was wide open. Coverage in the secondary provided by left corner Kyle Smith, the 5'9", 155-pound senior. So as we open up the second quarter of play, the Tunkhannock Tigers have something going. They will face second down and short from the Wildcat 30.
That was a well-designed play. I think some of the defensive people from Western Wayne were kind of fooled on that fake handoff.
Lionel up under center. He'll roll out, and with time, looks, fires downfield. A man wide open and could not hang on to it. That was Brett Stage, and he wishes he had that one back. In full stride, L hit him right in the numbers, and Stage could not hang on to the football.
They should be lining up for the extra point right now.
Yeah, that was
perfect route.
Well executed play.
Forgot the most important thing.
You have to,
You have to catch the football.
Look the football right into your hands. Wow.
So now 3rd down and 2 for the Tunkhannock Tigers, as they will break huddle, as Flaherty will bring them to the line of scrimmage.
I'm right back to it.
Hunter Hopkins is a wide out at the top of your screen. And quarterback keeps it, but he won't get the first down.
I don't think he's probably a half a yard short on that. Oh, depending on the mark here, spot, about a yard short.
Now on 4th down, guys, will Rod Azar roll the dice right here, as he has his quarterback Ryan L on the far sideline.
Well,
that's one of these tweener zones right here. You got to kind of go for it. I mean, you punt it, what's the best you're going to come out of it with?
He's going to pick up 9 yards if he kicks it into the end zone.
Right.
So here come the Tigers on 4th down and 1 yard to go. Hopkins a wide out on the top of your screen. L up under center. And here comes the snap. Boschman with the football, turns it upfield, tripped up, and he may be close. I believe Scott Walk tripped him up. Now the one official is signaling. I thought he signaled for the first down, but I don't see where. I don't see how could he signal that?
They're moving that first down. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe he got a cue from the other official.
Yikes.
I don't know.
That's confidence.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Wow.
Easy, Nick. So the Tigers have something going now, trailing 8-0 with just about 10 minutes to play in the first half. With the football on the Wildcat 28-yard line, 1st down and 10.
The officials never cease to amaze me.
L handing it off inside to Boschman. Boschman will struggle to get to the 26-yard line, picked up a couple on the play.
That is misdirection at its finest.
Yeah.
The only thing is it developed so fast that Western Wayne didn't have time to react to it. Yeah. So they all stayed home.
Yeah. Have to be impressed with this Tunkhannock area football team. I mean, the last couple of years, it's been very, very lean in the win department. 2012, they were 2-8. Last year, 1 win, 9 losses. Looking to get this program rebuilt, and this is the year they feel they could build some confidence in the program and pick up a couple of key wins as they go with the running attack right here. Football was loose, but I believe the play was already blown dead at the 24-yard line.
Big back there.
Yeah, let's find out as the
44. Players
unpile. Is he still holding on to the football, or he may have... yeah, he's...
might have fallen on the ball.
Now, Nick, did you get his number?
I believe it was 44.
If it is, it's Nick Thomas, a sophomore running back.
The big boy.
Yes, he is. Now, you have to wonder if maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Did he fall on the football, and that's what happened?
The ball was on the ground there. He might have fallen on it and just kind of rolled off of it.
Well, next week we will have the showdown at Lakeland High School when the Valley View Cougars and the Lakeland Chiefs will battle in week number 3. We'll have all of the action for you at 6:45 right here on Adams Cable.
You know, going back to what we were talking about, border rivalries, obviously that's one. You know, how many years now? This is the first year we're not doing Lakeland Carbondale. But how many, you know, good games did we have at Lakeland Carbondale?
Definitely.
The last 4 or 5 years are fantastic.
I mean, and a lot of fans at the game, a lot of excitement.
You know, and know what that is? You know, that's like a lot of family things there, because a lot of people, because of lack of developments in Carbondale and in Simpson, they move up to Greenfield and or Scott, or up in the area, up in Finch Hill somewhere, and you have families that are playing against each other, which is great for high school sports.
And I believe you live in Lakeland School District.
I believe I do. Southern Whites Crossing.
And there's the handoff to Brian Boschman, and Boschman is strung out after he tried to turn the corner near the 23-yard line. So Boschman was bottled up on the play. Yeah, that's an old rivalry, even before 1980. That's going back to the 60s when these teams played at Mayfield Community Field and
Russell Park.
Well, yeah, you know, it was just
classic football in the afternoon, right?
But
on the top of the buses.
That's right. But Glenn, you and Steve, you guys can attest to this because you've seen the changes over the years. You know, how many times do you go out and the stories still get told? Oh, I remember back in 1973 when so-and-so did this and that. You know, you getting that in these types of games?
Held with a completion to Boschman for the first down at the 10-yard line of Western Wayne.
You know, I mean, you getting that in a game like for Lakeland playing Northwest? Do you think you're going to run into somebody from down the line?
Yeah,
probably
not going to happen.
You know, and I understand what they're trying to do. They're just trying to get, you know.
Yeah, there's always
that crossover games.
Well, here's the
like
thing. Here's the thing, Nick. They deal with that power quotient, and that drives people. That drives coaches insane.
Let me ask you something. They've been on this Northeast Football Conference thing now for a good 20 years. How many state champions have we produced for this?
Well,
good point. As the handoff goes to Daly.
How many had they produced when there was the old Big 11 suburban conferences? A lot more than they had now. Valley View, 92.
Yeah.
Dunmore in 89.
Right.
You know, I mean, you could say what you will. Berwick used to go all the time.
Yeah, pound for pound, that Big 11 conference and the suburban conference, those were great teams in there, great matchups.
Yeah, but again, getting back to, I can remember people fighting over, well, I don't want to play you in a game that you have to pick up by yourself years ago, so I'll pick up a AAA team, and so we'll get the points if we win. That's the stuff that they were talking about.
Second down and goal from the 9, and a pass to Brett Stage off his fingertips in the end zone.
But generally, you're going to play the schools anyway. What I mean by that is, West Scranton is still going to play Scranton. They're still similar size schools.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the harm in Scranton playing Lakeland? Double A, quad A.
Well,
I know what you're saying.
You can't. I'm not defending it by no means.
Bottom line is, if you have a good record, you deserve to go to the playoffs. I don't care who you play.
Third down and goal from the 9 for the Tunkhannock Tigers as they trail 8-0. With 6:46 to play in the first half. Ryan L. flushed out of the pocket, looks, fires, and the pass is off the fingertips of the defender, and that was Kyle Haynes for the Western Wayne Wildcats. Dangerous throw, and right now, Tunkhannock on 4th down and goal from the 9. This is a big opportunity for the Tigers.
They've had too many footballs dropped.
Have to wonder if they're going to try a field goal right here.
Oh, it looks like they're setting up for it.
El was practicing from the hashes in the the kicker was practicing from the hashes in the pregame, and he was hitting them. So
here's your field goal attempt.
That's good.
And it's good. They come up with points. With 6:33 left in the first half, the Tunkhannock Tigers now trail 8-3 here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams.
Now, back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden as the Tunkhannock Tigers come away with a field goal. And they are on the board with 6:33 left in the first half, trailing the Wildcats 8-3. So, Nick, that's what you want to do if you're putting a drive together. You want to come away with some points, and Tunkhannock elected to go for the field goal, and they come away with 3 points, and now they'll kick it off to the Western Wayne Wildcats.
Absolutely. It was a good call by Coach Azar. Confidence in his kicking game.
Now, the field goal, that was ball was on the 9. So how long was that, Nick?
16?
16-yard
16 yards on the field goal as Ryan L. will...
No, I'm sorry, 26 yards.
26 as Ryan L. will tee it up. This is a sidewinder, and it is Kyle Haynes picking up the football on the run up across the 20, and Haynes with a seam, and Haynes up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Boy, Kyle Haynes, 6'2", 195, and a senior, gives Western Wayne excellent field position. Good ball game between the Tigers and the Wildcats here tonight in Varden.
We expected it that.
Yeah, we did. We had that feeling that it could be this type of game. And now the Western Wayne Wildcats go back on the offensive attack from their own 40-yard line. Now we have an official timeout.
What is the... the team's on the field.
Of course. Where's that little kid that always goes out and gets that? You have to have one of those little kids that goes out and gets that tee. becomes the running back in 5 years.
Yep.
And Scott Walk fumble the football. It's picked up by the Tunkhannock Tigers. Right there was Nick Thomas, the defensive end of Tunkhannock, to fall on the football, and the Wildcats turn it over.
Nick Thomas was the one who was shaken up a couple of plays ago on offense. Comes up with a huge defensive play there.
So right now, this could be huge for Tunkhannock as they come away with the field goal on a 26-yarder. And now they will take over possession of the football in excellent shape at the Wildcat 33-yard line. So this is where you have to take advantage of miscues, and we'll see if the Tigers can do that, and can the Wildcat defense right here rise to the occasion. And up to the line they come. Hunter Hopkins is a wideout on the far side. Ryan L. will set them down. Off the play fake, L with time, fires and overthrows Brian Boschman.
I will say this. The receivers for Tunkhannock are open. Their passes, they dropped a few, just missed a few, but they are open.
Yeah, will they come back at the end of this game and say we could have done something here, we could have, cashed in on this opportunity? Hopefully that, if you're a Tunkhannock fan, you hope that's not the case.
Well, Coach Azar said in our pregame interview, they did not pass the ball well last week.
2nd and 10 for Tunkhannock. And that quick handoff goes around the left side, and that was Brian Daly taking it out near the 30-yard line as he was strung out on the play. So good job defensively by the Wildcats.
That would be Brandon Daly. Brian Daly played for me.
Yeah, it's tough to get
reincarnated.
Tough to get that name out of my head. I said it so many times over how many years.
Oh my gosh.
That was my Nelson Figueroa moment from last week.
Yeah.
You're having a Brian Daly moment from this week.
How many times? I wonder how many times I said his name in 3 years and during the state title run, Glenn.
Oh boy,
amazing! Now the pitch to Boschman, and he lowers his shoulder and plows inside the 25-yard line. Now it's 4th down once again. 4th and 6. Well, let's check that. It's shorter than 6 yards. 4th down for two for the Tunkhannock Tigers. And we'll see if they could sustain this drive. They have plenty of time left. It's 5:38 and counting.
This will be a great
half.
defensive stand for Western Wayne to stop them right here.
And up to the line they come as Ryan L. call out the signals. He'll spin and hand it off. And Nick says he's got it. Nick has the vantage point up high.
Doesn't matter what I say if that official's. Now this one he's going to try and mark.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I think that was Brian Muckin on the carry at the 21, and he's got the first down.
He has it by 3 yards. They really had to look at that?
Easy, Nick. Easy.
Oh, brother.
Nick.
Yeah.
If there were no officials, what would you do?
I might have hair on my head.
No, that's impossible.
No, I know.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line. Brendan Daly in motion. Toss play to Boschman. Boschman stacked up, and the Wildcats hold a team meeting on him at the 24-yard line.
Glenn, if I didn't have officials to complain about, what would I do?
That's my point.
Complain about, like, the weather?
You can't do that tonight.
That's a heck of a. You complete a pass and you lose 3 yards.
Guys.
Well, Boschman ran into his own blocker that time.
Guys, think about this night and how nice it is and how comfortable we are. And then we'll talk about this on October 31st when Lakeland and Western Wayne play at Lakeland. We'll see what kind of night we have. There is another inside handoff on the misdirection play, and the Wildcats shut it down. They have done a good job defending against that offensive play that Tunkhannock has been running here tonight.
Not easy going inside there with with Western Wayne's interior linemen and linebackers really stuffing everything up inside.
They're doing a good job. They really are penetrating. The defensive backs are have to play a little bit tougher on those passes because those players, again, I will say it, they are open.
From the 27-yard line, 3rd down and 16 yards to go. As Boschman will line up, try to get set, and head coach Rod Azar is not happy with the formation of that play. And with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, he'll call a timeout as the Wildcats lead at 8-3 here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams.
The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
We are back at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden with Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick. Steve Young with you on this Friday night. Glad to have you on board for the Wildcats and the Tigers. And with 3:30 left in the first half, Western Wayne holds an 8-3 lead over Tunkhannock. It is 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Rod Azar did not like the way his team was lining up. Called a timeout to straighten out his offense, and now they'll go to work with Ryan L. working out of the gun. L will roll out to the near side. Plants, fires, looks downfield. Incomplete. Brett Stage looks like he was the intended receiver. Pass was a little bit low and off the mark, and it's 4th and long.
But again, Glenn, he had to step on the defender.
Yep, he did.
Not a high percentage throw, of course, but he was open.
Well, another 4th down play for the Tunkhannock Tigers. Deep in Wildcat territory. As Tunkhannock will talk it over in the huddle. And this time, Hopkins will be a wideout. Stage will come to the near side. L out of the gun. Boschman in motion. L looks, knows where he wants to go. He's got Brett Stage, and this time it's broken up. Stage could not haul it in the end zone. And the Wildcats will take over possession of the football. Some great defense by this Western Wayne Wildcat team, and their offensive unit will make its way back out onto the football field.
Well, you know, this would be, it's 3:16 left to go in this quarter, and this might be the second play that Western Wayne's going to run.
Well, right here, an 8-3 lead, 3:16 left in the half. See how head coach Don McDonough will play this, as the Wildcats will come to the line of scrimmage, led by center Jake Nagel. Kyle Haynes is a wide out on the near side. Scott Walk hands it off. That looked like Harp.
He's still alive here.
Still going, and there goes Harp near side across midfield, and he's gone.
Oh, flag right here. Right here.
There's a flag at midfield.
I think there was a block in the back. That's coming back.
That's a shame, too. That was a brilliant one. Brilliant.
Nice run, but it will come back because of a flag at the midfield stripe.
Oh. And Coach McDonough is not saying a word. It was right in front of him. Oh, yeah, maybe he is now. You know, I could see that. I saw that guy, and it was one of those, like, he bumped him.
An unnecessary one?
I don't even know if he interfered with his progress trying to catch the guy. There was no way he was going to catch him.
Well,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. The good thing is it picked up a first down at least because it's a spot foul. But
first down for the Wildcats from their own 40. 2:59 left in the half, and the Wildcats leading it 8-3. Remember, video replays of the Wildcats and the Tunkhannock Tigers will be on Monday evening at 7 and Wednesday at 7 here on Adams Cable. Scott Walk back in the pocket, looks near side, fires it to Haynes, complete for a 9-yard gain. Defensive coverage provided by the Tunkhannock Tigers, Brian Boschman and company. Jake Richards also in on the coverage in the secondary for Tunkhannock. 2nd and 1 as the Cats break the huddle. And sophomore Scott Walk will take the snap. He'll keep, and he's got the first down as his pursuit will take him a couple of yards deep into Tunkhannock Tiger territory. Well, right now, you're leading 8-3. You'd like to punch one into the end zone and really go into the locker room with some momentum. So we'll see if Don McDonough can lead his team down the field with the play calling. And out of the huddle they come. Kyle Smith will be split wide on the top of your screen. And an I formation behind sophomore quarterback Scott Walk. And there's Courtney Harp with the football, and Harp drives and is finally caught at the 39-yard line of Tunkhannock.
Boy, he hits that hole.
Yeah, he's quick.
He's at full speed.
Yeah, he's a very impressive runner. 5'7", 150, a junior. Is that you, Nick?
Banging on the roof?
Somebody's knocking.
No.
Someone's knocking on the door.
The coaches are a little upset that they're wasting so much time getting up to the line of scrimmage.
So they're taking it out on us.
That's my Tony Saragusa inside information.
2nd and 2. Walk on a rollout. Downfield. This pass is broken up and almost picked off.
Into double coverage that time. Ill-advised pass, I would say, at the least.
Great coverage in the secondary, and it was almost intercepted. Brett Stage, the free safety in the vicinity.
You know, if Walk just tucked that ball in, he could have gone another 20 yards.
A lot of real estate out in front of him, didn't he?
Well, that's where experience comes into play. He might realize it right now, and the next time it happens, you may see him turn the corner and take off.
Well, in Western Wayne, a lot of their passing game by design is on the rollouts, waggle type of actions, things like that. But he really needs to still set his feet and throw that ball.
Wildcats go to work on 3rd down and 2 from the Tunkhannock 39. This is Harp. Harp lowers the shoulder and plows to the Tiger 31-yard line for a 1st down. Right now, Western Wayne moving the ball well against this Tunkhannock defense. And still plenty of time on the clock, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Clock is beginning to run right now. To just get the markers set on the far side of the field. And the Wildcats to the line quickly with an 8-3 lead. 1 minute left, 1st half. Walk takes the football, looks, fires it out. It's complete to Haynes. Haynes with room and a lot of speed. Haynes downfield and caught inside the 10-yard line of Tunkhannock.
Haynes really put a beautiful move on the defender there.
He is quick. 6'2", 195, and a senior, had 8 catches last week against North Pocono for 120 yards.
21-yard.
Now there is a timeout with 49 seconds left, and we'll be right back with more on Adams Cable High School Football.
Everyone is looking for ways to save money today. The total home packages from Adams Cable Service are a great way to do that. Starting at $66.99 per month, you get cable, high-speed internet, and unlimited phone service. You are probably paying that much for one service right now. Call Adams Cable Service today and ask about the total home packages with cable, internet, and phone starting at $66.99 per month. Adams Cable Service has a package to meet your needs, and it's the smartest way to save money. Call Adams today.
Now back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School Football.
We're back at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden, where the Wildcats have an 8-3 lead over Tunkhannock, looking for more with 49 seconds left in the 1st half. Wildcats have the football. 1st down and goal from the Tunkhannock 10-yard line. Don McDonough took a timeout to talk it over, and here come the Cats as they make their way to the line of scrimmage. Sophomore quarterback Scott Walk sets them down. Here's the play coming near side. Harp has it with running room, and he carries the football inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Nice run, good blocking by the Western Wayne offensive line, and right now they're knocking on the door, and the clock is running. We're down to 30 seconds. And those, that's not thunder you hear, folks. That's the coaching staff on top of the press box. We're down to 21 seconds left. Scott Walk will step to the line, and we have another timeout, and we're going to keep it right here with 17.9 seconds. So, Nick, here we are, 8-3 with 17.9 seconds left, and I take it those were the Western Wayne coaches up on the booth making the noise?
You would be correct.
Yes, because they're not getting to the line quick enough.
They're just kind of like, lollygagging around here up to the line. And
when the clock is moving, you have to get up to the line, get set, and move quickly.
Well, especially they have 2 timeouts left, but I don't know why they're saving them if they get the play in. But.
Well, those are things that can win or lose a ball game. I mean,
like they say, you can't take them with you.
No, but it's the little things, the attention to detail.
If they call timeout, they have 15 more seconds. They can run probably 2 more plays.
Right. No, I don't understand why Tunkhannock really would call the timeout there unless they just didn't have the right personnel in or somebody was banged up, but still.
Here we go on 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Western Wayne Wildcats.
Wide field right.
And Walk will hand it off. This is Harp with the football, and Harp tries to go off the right side, and he's denied the touchdown. And with 11.5 seconds left, I believe the Wildcats called this timeout.
Quick 6 seconds.
Sure was. I'd like to thank all of the great sponsors who make high school football possible here on Channel 7. Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale, locally owned and trusted since 1929. A big thanks to Tom's Floor Shop of Childs. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale, one of the busiest guys around, trying to get all of the paving and construction work done before the winter season moves in. By your one-stop lumber and hardware center, the Waymart Building Center. If you need anything for your home, whether it's lumber, you're remodeling, anything you might need, hey, it's a short trip. Drive to Waymart, stop in, see Chuck, tell him you heard it here on Channel 7. He'll take good care of you. Main Street, Sunoco, and Carbondale, always make sure you have a full tank of gas, especially when you go on the road to watch high school football. Also brought to you by Beston's Body Shop and Collision Center of Carbondale, by Tonkin Auto Supply, your local Napa Auto Parts store in Carbondale, and by Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street in Carbondale. 3rd down and goal from the 3 for the Wildcats of Western Wayne with 11.5 seconds left in first half action. Scott Walk with Haynes in motion. Walk looking, he'll fire the pass far side to Haynes, and he's got the touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown pass from Scott Walk to Kyle Haynes, and the Wildcats have a 14-3 lead.
They just motion Haynes right across the formation, throw him a little speed out. Walked right into that end zone.
6.7 seconds on the clock, and the Western Wayne Wildcats will attempt the 2-point conversion. Matt Lombardi for the point after. Out of the hold of Haynes, and here it is. Oh, it's blocked, and it was Nick Thomas, the sophomore, coming in to block the extra point. So there's a break in the action with Western Wayne leading Tunkhannock 14-3 here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Here's great news from Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale that can save you money and make shopping for your prescriptions more convenient. Figlamini now has an $8.95 generic drug plan and free local delivery. Figlamini offers diabetic shoes, lift chairs, and home health supplies. That's what sets Figlamini apart from the chains. Locally owned and trusted since 1929. Stop in and see the difference for yourself at Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale, where you're not just a number, you're family.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden. 6.7 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Western Wayne Wildcats lead the Tunkhannock Tigers by the score of 14-3. So the Wildcats capitalize. They'll tee it up right now and kick off to Tunkhannock. So they take advantage, and boy, they'll go into the locker room with a lot of excitement as they turn things around here. A little bit sluggish from the get-go, but that was a nice drive they put together.
Yeah, it sure was. And to get that right before the half, and then you get the second half kickoff. How big was that 2-point conversion?
Oh, yes.
In the first touchdown.
Sure was, yeah. So here come the Wildcats as they will tee it up and kick off to Tunkhannock. Yeah, gorgeous night. Cooled off nicely. Once that sun went down here, you're up high on the hill, and beautiful breeze. Great night for football all around northeastern Pennsylvania. as Matt Lombardi will tee up the football for Western Wayne and kick it off, and 2 are deep for the Tunkhannock Tigers. Here's your kick. It's a squib kick, bouncing, and Tunkhannock will pick it up. And on the return, they advance the football out across the 35 near the 36-yard line. That's the end of the first half here in Varden at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex, as the Wildcats will take a 14-3 lead into the locker room here at halftime. We'll go to a break, and when we return, more high school football from Varden after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Improve the appearance of your property with the help of Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale. Nick's Excavating and Paving provides the highest quality service in residential and commercial excavating, paving and seal coating, demolition, land clearing, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Nick's Excavating and Paving also delivers sand, stone, topsoil, and mulch. For prompt professional service, call Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. The Waymart Building Center carries quality materials for every job, including new home construction, remodeling, or that simple weekend project. The Waymart Building Center will supply everything to make your job easy, including plumbing and electrical supplies, hardware, tools, and paint. Remember, you don't have to drive far to find building or remodeling supplies. Stop by and see Chuck at your hometown building center, the Waymart Building Center. If you're just tuning in, it is Western Wayne leading Tunkhannock by the score of 14-3 as we get set for third quarter action here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden.
Well, and Western Wayne will get the receive the ball this half, so if they can mount something, they could jump out ahead here.
So Tunkhannock will tee up the football and kick off to Western Wayne, as 2 will be deep for the Wildcats. Kyle Smith, Courtney Harp, and Kyle Haynes. And Ryan L. will be your kicker as he will tee it up.
Western Wayne's return is an interesting setup.
Sure is.
They have nobody on this side of the hash. It's almost like a shifted baseball.
And Ryan L., the 6'2", 185-pound senior, will start the second half with a line drive kick, and it's off the fingertips of Kyle Smith. He will pick it up inside the 10-yard line. Smith finds a seam and then is drilled at the 23-yard line.
With the way they fumbled the ball, all the Tunkhannock players were down. If they just broke that first penetration, he could have gone a long way. But good coverage by Tunkhannock, and Western Wayne will get it on the 23-yard line.
Well, let's check where the spot will be. Here comes the football.
Yep.
And close. Yeah, fans really enjoying this night in northeastern Pennsylvania. Nice crowd, big crowd on hand here tonight in Varden. 1st and 10, it is Western Wayne going to work on the first play of the second half, as Scott Walk will hand off the football, and this is Courtney Harp with a running attack off left tackle and takes the football out to the 29-yard line.
A good 6-yard run by Courtney to start the second half.
Courtney Harp, 5'7", 150 pounds, possesses great speed. You get him in the open field and he could do a lot of damage. 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats. This time Kyle Smith will be a wide out on the near side. Haynes in the slot. And Walk looks, fires it out. Haynes has it. Comes near side, tiptoes across the 35 for a first down. So the Wildcats pick up the first down as they come out of the locker room, able to move the football rather well, with a 14-3 lead here in the third quarter. Scott Walk checks in from the near sideline with the play from head coach Donnie McDonough in his second season. He took over for longtime head coach Butch Keller. McDonough was an assistant under Keller and a former quarterback here at Western Wayne, as Harp takes the football off the right side and then goes down in the heap after a good run as he turned the corner at the 40 and is dropped near the 45-yard line.
Pickup of 8 by Harp, and some good blocking by the Western Wayne line.
Well, right now, the Western Wayne Wildcats in this offensive line starting to pick up a lot of yardage here on this drive. Very quietly moving the football down the field on 2nd down and 3.
And that's what it's all about here. It's a time of possession and keep the clock moving.
Bluthall will dot the I formation. Walk in trouble, turns it upfield, and then is spun down. A good tackle on the play by Nick Thomas, the sophomore right defensive end. Boy, he's been all over the field tonight.
Sure has.
Done a good job defensively in the alignment for head coach Rod Azar. Now in his 4th year.
Third and a short 1.
Well, Don McDonough has sent in the play. And with under 10 minutes left, third quarter, and the Wildcats up 14-3, here they come to the line of scrimmage. Walk quickly takes the snap, and the handoff will go to Kyle Haynes.
That should be just enough.
Should have the first down. Did not see the chain gang come out here tonight.
2 games we've done.
Yeah.
No good eye, bad eye.
And if we go through this game, it will be 3 because Glenn Muskowski will be missing in action next week.
I won't be missing. I'll just be in some other action.
You'll be in a different game.
Yeah. Going to the Penn State game next week.
Yeah, Penn State Rutgers. We'll be in East Brunswick on our annual trip.
There you go. You have to do that as Kyle Haynes takes the handoff and advances the football at the 40. Down to the 30. Haynes with speed, and he's gone. A 48-yard. Let's check this. A 52-yard run by Haynes as he took it around the far side. Boy, he possesses great speed. And it's 20-3 Western Wayne with 9:13 left in the third quarter. So very quickly, Western Wayne hits the scoreboard here in the third. Talk about momentum, that's what you need as Western Wayne will attempt the extra point right here. Out of the hold of Haynes. Matt Lombardi for the point after. No good.
Really?
No good, according to the officials. Breaking the action with 9:13 left in the third. Wildcats up 20-3 on Adams Cable High School football. You're ready for the big game, but how about your car? As you travel through downtown Carbondale, look for the classic yellow, blue, and red Sunoco sign. Drive in and fill up with the fuel of choice from Main Street Sunoco and get the finest performance from your car. At Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale, prompt, courteous service is always assured. Congratulations to our local athletes and coaches for their hard work and dedication from the staff and management of Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale.
When your car does this, call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship.
For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Matt Lombardi will tee up the football and kick off to the Tigers of Tunkhannock. With Western Wayne leading 20-3, this high spinner is caught on the run at the 25-yard line. And on the return, not a heck of a lot there as the Wildcats had this covered very, very well.
Brett Stage, Steve.
Brett Stage, the 6'1", 160-pound senior, on the return takes it to the 31-yard line. And the Tunkhannock Tigers with a lot of work to do if they hope to get back in this football game. This is where they're going to have to put something together as they bring their offensive unit onto the field for the first time here in the second half, trailing 20-3.
Yeah, this is you need to put something on here to counteract that touchdown. You have to get something on the board here to stay in this game.
Ryan L. up under center. And here's the pitch. Near side, it is Daly. Daly with a short gain, maybe one or two, and that's all. Kyle Haynes, the strong safety, came up to make this tackle for the Western Wayne Wildcats. Haynes is down.
Yeah, you don't want to lose him.
And hopefully this is only a cramp.
Could be the first of a number of cramps.
Yeah, first
Hopefully
of many.
not, but
So we do have a break in the action.
generally when they sit there like that, that's usually what it is.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he's grabbing his calf. Yep, working on the toe, trying to stretch it out. That is.
Once they start,
those
they don't
things
stop.
are awful.
pickle juice.
Pickle juice, yes. Pickle juice is the answer for cramps.
Yeah, we talked about that off air when we were at the down on the field. Donnie McDonough, we were
Donnie
talking to him
McDonough,
about.
I you know, when he said that, my eyes were open right up because my brother-in-law, who works down in the casinos in Atlantic City, has some friends who of Asian
background,
sure, and they have these wonderful herbal things, and that was one of them he picked up, and believe me when I tell you, it works.
Yeah, didn't the Eagles do that, Nick, one year?
The infamous Cowboys game when
Yeah.
they started the season on an onside kick.
Yeah.
Not that I know that, but I think that was one of the. I think that's how they started their run of 4 consecutive NFC Championship games.
Tunkhannock facing 2nd down and 8 from its own 33-yard line, and the quick handoff will go to Boschman. Boschman around the right side, turns it upfield, and then is tackled at the 40-yard line. Brendan Tooth, the middle linebacker of the Wildcat defense, came up to help make the tackle. And right here, Tunkhannock will be in a short yardage situation. Boy, this is going to be 3rd down and 3rd and a yard to go. So for Tunkhannock, they have to put together some first downs, sustain the drive, and keep the football out of the hands of the Wildcats right here if possible. 3rd and 1 from the 40. L, handoff. Boschman got the first down as he lowers his shoulder and plows to the Tunkhannock 45-yard line.
Good cutback run for the first down there, Boschman. He's a workhorse for Tunkhannock, isn't he?
Sure is, yeah.
You know, even if he didn't pick it up there, I mean, it was such a short yardage. If I was Coach Azar, I would be surprised if he would have went for it. Yeah. He'd have to stop the momentum of Western Wayne, the 2 consecutive scoring drives.
Yeah, you need to get one here somehow.
Yeah, you got to. Even if you don't, you can't give them back a short field to work with.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. In motion is Daly. He'll take the handoff with an opening, and Daly up near midfield keeps the feet pumping. Second effort will take him down to the Wildcat 42.
Really good cut there by Daly. Got on a second level and then, just kept his feet driving.
Good 14-yard run for another first down.
Yeah, he refused to go down and give up, and that second effort really paid dividends. Got him a couple of more additional yards. And as we near 7 minutes remaining third quarter and the Wildcats leading 20-3, the Tigers are on a bit of a run here, a little bit of a roll, running the offense well and in good shape in Wildcat territory at the 43 with a first down and 10. Brian L., a 6'2" senior, boy, a tall quarterback, gets a good view of the secondary. He'll hand it off to Muckin. And Brian Muckin, the sophomore fullback at 6 foot 175 pounds, is dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we'll give him one for his effort, Steve.
There you go. Being the generous man that you are.
Huh?
Yeah. Glenn's a good guy. He
Oh,
really is.
great guy. I'm a wonderful guy.
Always was. Hey, you took care of me, Glenn, when you were the AD. Folks, I could honestly say, I mean, anything we needed, Glenn was right there.
You get the same thing from
Yes.
Eric, I'm sure.
Yes, all of the athletic directors around the area are good.
Okay.
Brian Boschman on a run around the far side.
Steve, if you think about what you're doing for high school sports, it makes no sense that they wouldn't help you out. I mean, you get the publicity, both basketball and football wise. You get the name all over, and kids get an opportunity to see themselves
And
on
they deserve
television.
it.
And they certainly do.
They really,
There's no doubt.
and not only the football players, but the school, the complex, the band, the cheerleaders. They're all a part of the atmosphere, and they all work hard. I mean, you take a look at the cheerleading squads. No matter where you go in the valley, in July and August, they're practicing in the heat, just like the football players, going through their routines. So it's all part of that high school football atmosphere. And
absolutely,
everybody works hard, and they all deserve a lot of credit for it. And it's really a great place to be on a Friday night. It really is. You couldn't beat it.
High school, this is, Northeast Pennsylvania, without a doubt, nothing but a high school-orientated sport area.
4th down and 2 for Tunkhannock from the 34 of the Wildcats. Now we have a timeout called by Tunkhannock with 5:27 left in the third as they trail 20-3 against the Wildcats here on Adams Cable High School Football. Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Tunkhannock Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Tunkhannock Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden. With 5:27 left third quarter, the Wildcats lead the Tunkhannock Tigers 20-3. 4th and 2 for Tunkhannock at the Wildcat 34. They took a timeout to talk it over. During the break here, Nick, Glenn was being introduced to some new technology.
What do we call that thing?
That's a phone.
It's a phone. It's a phone that has a neat little thing you could. It's got. You just put the whole game in as it occurs by moving a stylus or something.
A mouse.
A mouse.
Well, who knows? There's a pass to Boschman, and Boschman inside the 30 at the 26-yard line has the Tunkhannock first down.
Could be their biggest completion of the night. So you guys have a phone down there?
Well, not us. We're not that high tech yet.
A writer from Tunkhannock, right? From the Tunkhannock, Wyoming County newspaper, and that's a great setup.
Push a button here, move a mouse a little bit, and next thing you know, all the statistics are in and everything.
Daly has the football and was airborne and dropped. And a flag comes out on the play as Brandon Toot literally picked him up and slammed him to the turf. Flag came out near the end of the play, so we'll let the officials sort things out at the point of attack. And the
If
officials.
they're going to call it, I think they're going to call.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
And they're going to call it. Oh, really?
Something must have happened after.
Somebody's helmet came off.
Wow.
That sometimes is a drive killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
by all means.
that moves
First
them
and 25.
back all the way to the 40, and as Glenn mentioned, first and country mile for the Tigers of Tunkhannock. So
After that hit, something must have happened in that pile.
Yeah.
Because that flag came flying in from the referee, and he was 10 yards behind all that action.
Like I said, somebody's helmet from Western Wayne was off. He's still in the game, which is actually surprising because usually the rule
Well,
is
it depends on what caused the helmet to come off, doesn't it?
somebody might have ripped it off.
Yeah.
Ryan L. back in the pocket off the play fake, rolling out, fires down,
Wide
got
open.
a man open. Oh! He could not come up with the catch. That looked like, let's check it. 23, Nick, Glenn, or 33?
Is it?
23, I believe.
Muckin, Brian Muckin, the fullback.
Yep.
Oh, Brian.
Boy, that was 6 points.
6.
Okay, that's 3 tonight that we saw dropped.
For a touchdown.
That's 14 points.
Yeah. We saw 3 dropped and two would have been touchdowns.
2 short touchdowns.
2
There's
short
no doubt.
touchdowns.
Oh,
Boy, that's a heartbreaker for Rod Azar. You look back when they break down this film, they're going to look back and say, "What if?"
Yeah.
But
there's nothing you can really say about that. That's
let's
just
check
tough.
Yeah.
So
Hate to say it, but it's part of the game. Got to catch them.
that might have been 33. He's lined up on the top of the screen, so we'll check that number. Now here's a reverse. The football's loose, and everybody wants it. Bluthal battling for it. Who's going to get it? Let's find out and see who has it. I believe the Wildcats will have it. Everyone was trying to get that football. Let's see who comes out of the pile with it.
Number 11.
Now, guys.
Brandon Toot.
Now, needless to say, whoever recovered it, why are they spotting the ball back on the 45-yard line when it was clearly on the 40?
That's a good question, Nick. That is...
I do not understand.
It's like trying to figure out how big the universe is. Easy.
Am I watching the same game, though, really?
I'm with you.
Where did that scrum end up happening? Down around the 40-yard line. 41, I'll even give them. The official stood back at the 45. Somebody tossed him the ball, and that's where he spotted it.
Scout Walk will run the offense for the Western Wayne Wildcats, and it is Courtney Harp around left end, and Harp with running room and very close to a Wildcat first down. So right now, this is where, this is where Western Wayne can really open this up. They have a 20-3 lead with 4:07 left third quarter.
9-yard gain.
Yep. Tunkhannock turns it over. Big 9-yard run. And out of the huddle come the Western Wayne Wildcats on 2nd and 1 from the Tiger 45-yard line. Scott Walk with an I formation in the backfield. Bluthal will dot the I. He'll be a lead blocker. Harp with the football, and there goes Courtney Harp, and he will go all the way for a 35-yard touchdown and a flag on the
Call
play.
it back.
That is a heartbreaker.
I think they're going to call that back. The flag came in at the final.
Illegal block.
Boy.
That was
And
totally
Western Wayne had calls like this last week also in the North Pocono game, so that's tough. This is coming back. Well, you know what you do, guys? You just get back in there and do it again.
But Courtney Harp has to be beside himself. He has 2 beautiful runs, and they get called back by questionable blocking the back calls.
So from the 22-yard line, from the 22, first down and 10. 3:15 left, third quarter, 20-3 the Wildcats. Walk going for it all, looking for Kyle Haynes, got him for a 22-yard touchdown. Well, that's what we talked about. You didn't get it the first time, come back and like Steely Dan said, do it again.
Your old radio days, Steve.
Yeah.
He's dating himself here now.
Hey.
Look out. Steely Dan. Whoa.
Yeah. You don't like Steely Dan.
I didn't say
Do you know
that.
who Steely Dan is?
I didn't say anything about that. Now don't. I didn't bring that name up.
See, that song by Steely Dan, that had a long intro. You could read the weather and a commercial in that opening. Now, it is Matt Lombardi for the point after out of the hold of Kyle Haynes. Another low snap. Haynes will look to do something with the football. He'll have to eat it, and he's dropped inside the 5-yard line. And with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, the Wildcats have jumped out to a 26-3 lead over Tunkhannock here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams.
The action continues from the 50-yard line with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Channel 7 High School Football.
We're back at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden. Third quarter action, 3:08 left. Wildcats up big, 26-3 over Tunkhannock. And here they come, the kickoff to the Tigers. So here on opening night, 2014, here at home for the Western Wayne Wildcats. They've put it all together thus far. And for Tunkhannock, the struggles continue.
You know, you really can't be fooled by this 26-3 score. Tunkhannock just had some really bad misfortune.
They had a lot of missed opportunities here tonight.
No question about it, but they've just got to hold on to that ball.
Kickoff by Matt Lombardi, and it's fumbled, and it's picked up by Tunkhannock. And on the return, that was Brian Muckin, sophomore. And he's dropped at the 22-yard line. And Tunkhannock will bring its offensive unit back out onto the football field, trailing in this game 26-3. So week 2 of high school football underway. NFL underway last evening. So you'll have college football, NFL, baseball winding down. Boy, great time of the year.
Well, you don't have to leave the recliner.
Yeah, you know what, Glenn, that's a really good point.
Hello, dear. Can you get me a...
I don't know about that.
That's not going to happen, but at least it's a good thought.
It's a good idea. Of course, Ann, your wife is a sweetheart, Glenn, so she would definitely do that. Maybe once, but I can't see her doing it all evening. You know, waiting on you all evening.
Well, no.
I think once.
Maybe once.
Yeah. From the 20. The Tunkhannock Tigers, right now, you have to wonder if fatigue is setting in, and because they really did move the football better in the first half of this game against the Wildcats. As they step to the line of scrimmage, Brett Stage is a wide out on the near side from the 19-yard line, 2nd and 12. There goes a handoff, and this is Boschman spinning for a 10-yard gain. It looks like he may have the first down.
Probably 12. They lost 2 on the last play. Yep.
So that's good, as Glenn mentioned, for a gain of 12. And the chain gang will move the markers on the far side of the field. So if you're Tunkhannock right now, trailing 26-3, Main objective right here is put together some back-to-back first downs, try to keep that football, punch it into the end zone. L to throw, man open, almost intercepted. Boy, that was almost picked off.
Hit the ground. Yep.
But
Kyle
again,
Smith almost had an interception, the left corner in that Western Wayne defensive alignment.
But L had his receiver wide open. He had a good 2 or 3 steps on that defender.
Yeah, for Tunkhannock here tonight, it's been all about missed opportunities.
Oh, to say the least, they've had plenty. They had plenty of opportunities. Just can't connect at the proper time.
It's difficult when you go back and break down the film and see how many times you had an opportunity to score, possibly keep the football. You know, once you minimize those turnovers, it's a different ball game. But here tonight, Tunkhannock has struggled.
I see these flags coming in at some weird times here.
It's got to be has to be a defensive.
Oh, Nick is right.
Lined up in it. Yeah.
That will be a 5-yarder. And move the football to the Tunkhannock 39-yard line, 2nd and 5. 1:40 left in the third. Glad you're with us here on Adams Cable High School Football. And Tunkhannock will go to work with Ryan L. to set them down. L on a handoff, Brian Boschman with the football and runs right into the Western Wayne defense. And boy, I'll tell you, they've done a good job here tonight, right across that front line.
They have been stingy.
Yes, they have. Check out. Let's take a look at this roster, boy. They have some size across that line. And Tunkhannock, 3rd down and 2 with under 1 minute left to play here in the third. L, here comes the handoff, and Boschman will take it once again. Boschman fighting for yardage and carries the pile across midfield into Wildcat territory. Wow.
A tough 8-yard run for a first down for Boschman.
Look who he was moving the pile with. Andrew Slajinski, the 6'3", 235-pound senior right defensive end. He got going with the momentum, pushed Slajinski and the pile forward for a first down into Wildcat territory. That doesn't happen too often.
Slajinski, you've got to put your shoulders into that and stop that. You can't try to tackle him with your arms. That's for sure.
Now with 28 seconds left here in the third, there's a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back with more high school football here on Channel 7.
Here's great news from Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale that can save you money and make shopping for your prescriptions more convenient. Figlamini now has an $8.95 generic drug plan and free local delivery. Figlamini offers diabetic shoes, lift chairs, and home health supplies. That's what sets Figlamini apart from the chains. Locally owned and trusted since 1929. Stop in and see the difference for yourself at Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale, where you're not just a number, you're family.
Now back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School Football.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden with Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick. Steve Young here with you on this beautiful Friday night for high school football. Clock moving now with 27 seconds to play in the third quarter, and the Tunkhannock Tigers to the line of scrimmage on 1st down and 10 from the Wildcat 49. And L with a lot of time fires downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Hunter Hopkins was the intended receiver. Good coverage in the secondary by the Wildcat defense.
Very good coverage that time, for sure.
And Glenn, while we have the opportunity, I would like to thank Cindy Rizzi, the athletic director here at Western Wayne High School. When she set everything up for the broadcast well in advance, and boy, how about this? A nice folder. We knew exactly where to go. Everything we needed was here. We had the rosters. So, Cindy, thank you very much for all of your help. You did a fantastic job. We always look forward to coming here and Once again, thank you very much as L will take the snap. He'll pass once again. This time it's complete. Stage has it, and he may go all the way for a 49-yard touchdown. You know, you have to feel good that time for Brett Stage. He dropped a couple early in this football game, but that time, a picture-perfect pass. L hit him in the numbers. Stage hangs on, and the Tunkhannock Tigers now trail 26-9.
It was only a matter of time.
Sure.
One of them he's going to catch. I don't mean to say that in a bad way.
No, you know the law of averages. I mean, and he was in, full stride, perfect pass, well executed. And now the try for the point after by Brian Boseman. And the kick is good out of the hold of Ryan L. And that is the end of 3 quarters of play here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden as the Wildcats lead the Tigers 26-10 on Adams Cable High School football.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Improve the appearance of your property with the help of Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale. Nick's Excavating and Paving provides the highest quality service in residential and commercial excavating, paving and seal coating, demolition, land clearing, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Nick's Excavating and Paving also delivers sand, stone, topsoil, and mulch. For prompt professional service, call Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Now, back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School football.
Welcome back to Varden as the Tunkhannock Tigers answer with a touchdown, and they trail the Western Wayne Wildcats by the score of 26-10 as we kick off the 4th quarter of play. And it will be Tunkhannock kicking off to Western Wayne. Ryan L. will do the honors. 2 are deep for the Western Wayne Wildcats. This is a squib kick picked up by Bluthall at the 25-yard line. And Bluthall found a seam. He'll turn it upfield and is dropped at the 41-yard line. Steve Bluthall, a fullback for the offensive alignment and for the Western Wayne Wildcats, and a free safety on defense with a nice return. And Western Wayne will go to work here in the 4th quarter of play, leading this one 26-10. As we mentioned, this is the first of a 3-game homestand for Western Wayne. Next week, they will take on Northwest Area. And then in Week 4, Mid-Valley. And we'll be right back here in Week 4 to bring you that ball game here on Channel 7.
Well, now, Western Wayne's got to control the ball. You don't want to give it up now and get Tunkhannock a quick score and get them back into this game. On the other hand, Tunkhannock's got to try to get that ball right off them and hold Western Wayne.
Scott Walk will hand it off to Courtney Harp, and Harp is drilled by 3 white shirts from Tunkhannock.
Now,
ball was loose, but the play was blown dead.
Something to keep an eye on here. Bluthall on that return came off to the side here. He's on the bench. And then offensive alignment, you saw that Harp didn't have his blocking back, which is Bluthall.
Yeah.
A lot of success he's had so far has been Bluthall leading the way.
Well, right now, if you're Western Wayne, what you need to do is some old-style Big 11 football. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. Off left tackle, off right tackle, pick up first downs, shorten the ball game.
Yeah. Or as they used to say, 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
But yeah, that's what it was too. And in this time of the year with the limited amount of rain we had, if you were playing on a field, that's what it would be. As Harp takes the football across mid to 45 and then was dropped. Let's check the spot here. Going to be at the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. Yeah, if you weren't playing on turf, Nick, it would be a cloud of dust.
It would be.
Well, and you're playing on such a beautiful turf here.
Yeah, we talked about this when we were on the field, all 3 of us, and it's a beautiful football field. I would love to have that turf in my yard.
Numbers and all.
And Glenn said numbers and all. Can you picture that? That would be the way to go, Glenn.
Yep, I'll tell you.
You would
what.
always have green grass, and you wouldn't have to
Beautiful
maintain it.
grass, and don't have to buy a lawnmower.
And it's Harp once again, the workhorse. And Harp lowers the shoulder and plows to the 37-yard line of Tunkhannock.
This is exactly what you're called for, Steve. The ground game that eats up the clock.
Well, you want to protect the football.
And Bluethal's still on the bench, Nick.
Yeah, with
I
the
don't know if
trainer.
he's got some kind of stinger, got his bell rung, but it's not a cramp.
Yeah, he's holding his calf. I don't know. Cat's hard to see.
2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Don McDonough signaling in the play. Play clock down to 8, and there's a flag. Uh-oh.
This flag, it's coming from this official about 5 times without anybody moving. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, stop it. My gosh.
He must be new.
That guy must be reading the book too much.
He's warning. What he's doing, folks, is he's giving the sideline another flag. He gave a warning earlier in the game.
Early in the ball, real early.
Second play of the
game.
game.
Yeah.
But what's happening is Coach McDonough and his staff, they're just trying to get people in the right alignment. It's not even like he's out by the numbers.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a couple of years ago, there have been some legendary coaches who would be out by the hash.
Yeah.
And nothing would be called.
Well, I know.
You're trying to say who? If it depends on who it is.
And here's a handoff to Kyle Haynes, and Haynes will lower the shoulder.
I'm not saying he did nothing wrong. I'm just saying some guys get away with a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, Nick, now you're talking about legendary coaches. You're talking about coaches that have been around maybe 25 or 30 years.
Maybe longer.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There have been coaches who have been around less than 6 years, I know, and they've been right out on the field, right?
Well, yeah. I know there's a guy about 6 miles over that mountain who's been known to be out on the field a couple times.
No. No.
If he's watching this game, if he's watching this video playback on Monday, I'll be getting a phone call.
And they're not playing at home tonight. They're down at 2.
You mean the coach from Pleasant Mountain?
Here is Haynes, and Kyle Haynes is going to the end zone for a touchdown.
Not calling that back. There's another flag.
Oh, there's a flag.
Hold. Oh. That's the third one called back.
Well, Don McDonough will look at this. Yeah, Don McDonough won't be happy about this. He's going to try to maintain his composure as best he could, but this will come back.
Pretty soon
26-10 with 8:47 left in the fourth.
Pretty soon he's going to have to stand on the track out here with the cheerleaders.
Yeah. Nick, was that a sigh of frustration that I heard?
It was.
Football is pushed back to the 44-yard line
Folks,
of Tunkhannock.
I'm going to try and paint you a little picture here.
And it's not pretty.
It's not pretty. What we have on a football field, obviously, you have your sideline. Then there's about a 2 or 3 yard area there where it is the player's box, they call it, I guess.
And they must stay inside.
And then there's a yellow line that's there for soccer. They have the teams back behind the yellow line, which is about a good 5 yards off the field.
Here's Scott Walk dropping back with time, looking, fires,
that's
incomplete.
I think he just threw that one away. And
that's a good idea. And that time Walk made a wise decision. He rolled out, saw all of his receivers were covered.
Now, there's going to be a bit of confusion here just because I can hear the coaches yelling.
Yeah, you could hear them.
They had to bring the backup punter in because
4th and 14.
is their normal punter.
Yeah, 4th and 14. Bluthal is still on the bench, so Matt Lombardi, I believe, will come out. Well, let's check this. Yes, Lombardi will come out to punt for Western Wayne with 8 minutes and 18 seconds.
They're going to get a delay again.
There it is. Wow.
Oh, boy.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a late flag.
That's a delay of flag.
Never heard of that one before.
But
Yeah, the play clock was down to 0 long before the ball was snapped.
all joking aside here,
Yeah,
though, fellas.
really.
I mean, this could be, you know, if Western Wayne's not careful here, there's still plenty of time in this game.
Sure.
They're only
yeah.
down 2
Yeah,
scores.
Yeah.
16 points, but it's 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. Not out of the question.
Strange things can happen in a high school football game.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you have to keep your head in this game because it's the old as Yogi said, it's never over till it's over, right?
Yeah, that's words of wisdom. High snap, and this time
That's a good.
that's a good punt by Kyle Smith this time. And this football will roll inside the 15-yard line, and the play is blown dead. So the Tunkhannock Tigers, deep in their own territory, will get the football back with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth, trailing 26-10.
Not to beat a dead horse here or to rub salt in the wounds, but you're down to 16. How big are those 2 drop touchdowns?
No, sure.
Oh yeah.
No, those things usually come back to haunt you, whether it be a drop pass here or a walk in a baseball game or a missed free throw in a basketball game. In a crucial situation, they all come back to haunt you.
This drive will start from the Tunkhannock Tiger 13-yard line, first down and 10. And there's a toss play near side ball. That ball is loose, and Western Wayne has it. They've recovered. Coming up, Matt Witt recovered the football for the Wildcats.
Now, I didn't quite get to see that the running back catch up, but was that thrown a little bit behind him, or did he just drop it?
It was a jet type of sweep pitch, and it wasn't directly on the money, but you know.
Yeah, you gotta pick that. You gotta catch it.
You gotta react. I think the guys from Tunkhannock were shocked the ball was on the ground. Nobody reacted to it.
Now the football is spotted inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It's first and goal for Western Wayne, up 26-10 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. And Scott Walk, the sophomore quarterback, will calmly step to the line of scrimmage. And Walk will hand it off, and this time Kyle Haynes will take it right up the middle. Western Wayne right here won't be in too much of a hurry to run plays. They're going to take as much time off the clock as they could.
Well,
you're deep in Tunkhannock territory. You have the option now to let that play clock run down, keep it on the ground, work that clock, and still get the football into the end zone.
They should snap this ball with 2 seconds on the play clock.
And let's see how they do it. If Scott Walk will let it run right down. Second and goal from the 7. Play clock down to 6 seconds. And they snap it with 4. There's the handoff to Harp. Harp will go into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown. So Western Wayne rolling right now.
There's no flags, is there?
No. Oh,
Yes.
wait a minute. Oh, yes. I cannot believe this.
And Steve, you can't believe it. I don't think Courtney Harp can believe it. That's 3 touchdowns. He's gotten called back by penalties tonight.
I don't believe it.
I'm going to make
Really
a prediction, though.
Give it back.
Kyle
to me.
Haynes gets another touchdown here. Because every time one's gotten called back, Kyle Haynes has scored on the next play.
I go right back to
what was the call?
Illegal procedure.
illegal procedure. So second and goal from the 12. And Western Wayne will try it again. Boy, in a tight game, that could be devastating as Scott Walk will go far side. Kyle Haynes, and he turns it upfield, and there he goes. And Nick Homick makes the
What a
prediction
soothsayer. Holy
right on
cow.
target.
Sis Boomba.
Nick, you are Karnak the Magnificent.
Another penalty?
Don't say it.
Kidding?
You're kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, the fans aren't liking this.
What was that?
Procedure?
I'm not
Let's
quite sure.
wait. Let's wait for the official word.
He's not going to show you.
Wow, that's 4. Oof. 5 touchdowns called back.
2nd and goal from the 19. Western Wayne will try it once again. Scott Walk will look near side. Dumps off the pass to Kyle Smith. This time Smith will head to the end zone. Let's look and see. No flags at this point. And he's got the touchdown. So this time, Don McDonough goes the other side of the field, the near side, and the Wildcats punch it in, and they now lead 32-10. You know, Nick, when that touchdown was scored, and I heard the crowd and the cowbell, it reminded me of being at Lakeland.
Yeah, back in the day with the old cowbells.
Back in the day with the old cowbell. This crowd is really into it. We've got an excellent crowd here tonight in Varden as Matt Lombardi will try the point after. Did he hook it? It's good. 33-10 Wildcats on Adams Cable High School Football.
The Waymart Building Center carries quality materials for every job, including new home construction, remodeling, or that simple weekend project. The Waymart Building Center will supply everything to make your job easy, including plumbing and electrical supplies, hardware, tools, and paint. Remember, you don't have to drive far to find building or remodeling supplies. Stop by and see Chuck at your hometown building center, the Waymart Building Center. You're ready for the big game, but how about your car? As you travel through downtown Carbondale, look for the classic yellow, blue, and red Sunoco sign. Drive in and fill up with the fuel of choice from Main Street Sunoco and get the finest performance from your car. At Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale, prompt, courteous service is always assured. Congratulations to our local athletes and coaches for their hard work and dedication from the staff and management of Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale.
Back to the gridiron for more Adams Cable High School football.
Back at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden, it's 33-10 Western Wayne. Here's the kickoff by Matt Lombardi. Squib kick bouncing around. Who wants it? It's picked up now by the Tunkhannock Tigers, and it is Brett Stage on the return, and Stage takes the football out across midfield. An excellent return, and Tunkhannock will start this drive in Wildcat territory with just over 6 minutes left.
If I were Donnie McDonough, I would blow a gourd today. 5 touchdowns called back.
That's amazing.
And 2 insane penalties on the sideline. Are you kidding me?
Easy, big fella.
It's catchy, Nick. It's catchy.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch. I mean, it's, you know, yeah, I know he could throw the flag, but I mean, it's unnecessary to throw it on a sideline.
First down and 10, the Tigers from the Wildcat 47, and the handoff will go to Nick Thomas, the sophomore. He is 5'10", 220 pounds. Picked up some good yardage for Tunkhannock. And with under 6 minutes left, that's a first down as the markers will move on the far side. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line of the Wildcats. So for Tunkhannock, he'll look to move this football down the field and punch in another score if possible as they trail 33-10. And there is a timeout call by the Tigers, breaking the action with 5:31 left on Adams Cable High School Football.
When your car does this. Call us first.
Every job is perfect, or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale.
Now back to more action with Nick, Glenn, and Steve on Adams Cable High School Football.
5:31 left in the fourth. Western Wayne up 33-10 over Tunkhannock. And right now the Tunkhannock Tigers will go to work as they will run the football, but this time not too much happening.
Brandon Daly.
They went with Brandon Daly, the 5'10", 175-pound senior, coming to the near side. The Wildcat defense was right there to bottle him up. So for Tunkhannock, next week, they will go home and play Scranton Prep. That will be a very difficult assignment. And then they go on the road for 3 weeks in a row at Wyoming area, at Honesdale, at Pittston area, before coming back home to take on Hazleton area and Williamsport. 2nd down and 7 from the 37. And this is new quarterback in the lineup for the Tunkhannock Tigers. Lucas Stage, a freshman quarterback, running the offense right now, wearing number 2. So he's going to see get some playing time right here. As the clock is nearing 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Tunkhannock's going home to play a game, and I'm going home tonight. And we're going to do a little celebrating, my wife and I, tomorrow night. For our Sunday is our 49th wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations, Glenn. And, of course, Ann, congratulations. Wow, that's a milestone.
That's the miracle.
And he said that, I didn't. Here's the running attack, and it is Nick Thomas with the football. And he carries it inside the 20-yard line. Wow. Boy, that went quickly, didn't it? Can't believe it. Congratulations, Ann. Well, fortunately, it's this weekend and not next weekend.
Well,
next weekend. Oh, yeah.
Design.
Happy anniversary, honey. I'm going to the Penn State game. Oh, boy.
Is that the secret to a successful marriage?
Well, she always said it. You were never home for the first 30 years. You always coaching something.
That's why it works so well, as Nick Thomas takes the head off and is caught on the play for little or no gain.
Well, when you think about it, Steve.
Yeah.
When I first came to Carbondale, I would be coaching either when I first came, freshman basketball or JV basketball as I moved up the ladder.
Right.
And when I was
before
freshman,
that, you were at Mid-Valley.
I was at Mid-Valley, yes. And I coached baseball and basketball at Mid-Valley as an assistant. And then I came to Carbondale and I coached freshman baseball. And then I got varsity baseball when Pete was still with us. And so and back in those days, November 1st is when we started basketball, not like it is now. We used to start November 1st. We go from November 1st right to June. Basketball and baseball.
Wow. Yeah, a lot different now. So you really weren't home all that much over the years, with practices and everything else going on, and then you were the athletic director and the coach, and
And I did.
But you know what?
Somewhere in the middle there, I did about 25 years of officiating too.
Wow. But Ann went to a lot of games. She was there.
Oh, she was there.
She was always there.
She was always there.
Always
Absolutely.
there. So
she was a big part of the booster club when I was the varsity coach, and she was with all a ton of my friends there, too many names to mention, but she was all part of that, and that was a great organization when we had it. They did wonderful things.
Nick Thomas was shaken up on the play. He's coming off being helped off the field.
So it was a two-way street.
Well, that's great. It's good to hear that, Glenn. Congratulations, as
thank you.
This will be the Tunkhannock Tigers trying to run the football once again, and Mike Taylor on the carry, coming to the near side. This will be a third down situation for Tunkhannock as we near 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers trailing 33-10. And Tunkhannock up to the line of scrimmage as Lucas Stage, the freshman quarterback, will set them down. Stage on a keeper, just tries to go right up the gut and advances the football down to about the 7-yard line. Now, I have a funny feeling Lucas Stage is going to see some considerable playing time this year. Seems to pretty tall, pretty lanky, gets a good view of the secondary. And this is a very valuable playing time for the underclassmen. First down and goal, they spot the football at the 8 as we near 2 minutes left here in the fourth.
You know, with
Stage will hand it off, and Taylor this time will take the football down, and he scores the touchdown. That was Mike Taylor, the sophomore running back, scoring for the Tunkhannock Tigers with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. And it's 33-16, so we'll see if they, looks like they're going to line up for the extra point attempt.
You know, you're absolutely right with Stage, because with the numbers like 24, I doubt very much if they'd have a JV game on a Monday.
Yeah, that's tough. Here's the extra point attempt. Ryan L. will be the holder. And the kick by Boschman is good. 33-17 your score with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. We'll go to a break here on Adams Cable High School Football. Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams.
Welcome back to the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex here in Varden. Steve Young, Glenn Muskowski, Nick Homick, where the Western Wayne Wildcats lead the Tigers of Tunkhannock 33-17. Tigers answer with a score, and they will be kicking off to the Wildcats. So Western Wayne well on its way to its first win of the 2014 high school football season. And for Tunkhannock, they will fall to no wins and 2 losses.
Steve,
and Brian L. will place the football on the tee. It looks like he will be doing the kicking right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is an onside kick here. You know, the score being 14-3 at halftime, with 9:13 in the third quarter, Haynes had a 52-yard touchdown run, and Lombardi's kick was no good. That made it 20-3. And then with
Now this kickoff right now will be taken by Courtney Harp, and he was drilled as he took it up across the 33-yard line.
With 3:08 left to go, Walk, a 22-yard pass to Haynes. The bat snap is no good. It made it 32 to 3. And then Tunkhannock finally got on the board with 2:08 left to go. And actually, no. Walk at Kyle Smith with 6:13 in the fourth quarter made it 33 to 10 and with 2:08 left to go in the fourth quarter, Taylor with an 8-yard run for a touchdown that makes it now 33 to 17, and Western Wayne probably will just.
And we have another penalty, Nick? Penalty against the Tigers. Wow.
Another one of those nonsensical penalties that have no bearing on anything.
Nothing, no harm, no fouls, dead ball.
Well, it looks like we have a new quarterback in there for the Western Wayne Wildcats. We'll check this out. And it is Cameron Kilgallen. Sophomore running the offense. And he'll hand it off, and they'll just try to. That was Mike McGuire. He's a sophomore.
Well, this is with like as I said, probably Tunkhannock, and even with the numbers that Western Wayne has, only 24. There probably would be no JV games. So these kids get their action right now. Not going to get a lot of it, but they're going to get some. There's nothing better than being in a Friday night game.
Well, that's where you get your best experience, the real Friday night experience. So these young players right here are getting a lot of it. Kilgallen, the sophomore quarterback, will survey the defense with 1 minute left and the Wildcats leading 33-17. There's the handoff once again. Mike McGuire, sophomore, will just take it up to the 40-yard line. And the final 45 seconds will begin to tick away, and the celebration will begin here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden. The Wildcats, boy, a lot of touchdowns called back here tonight, but still they're able to win it over the Tunkhannock Tigers 33-17. Western Wayne with 21 seconds on the clock. They'll just come up to the line of scrimmage. This will be the final play of the football game, barring any kind of a penalty. And the clock is stopped with 13 seconds left.
Delay.
Yeah, it's only fitting. With 13.7 seconds left.
These officials think that they're in the Super Bowl.
Well, let's put it this way. Sometimes a little common sense prevails in officiating.
Unfortunately, I think when you put those zebras on, I think that goes out the window.
Yeah, there's something.
I don't care. It's, who you're hurting on this. What you guys are just talking about. A lot of youth getting into this game, giving them their playing experience. There's no better feeling than taking a knee right here.
They're down in 7 for the Wildcats, and all they have to do right now is take a knee. And the final 10 seconds will tick away, and the Wildcats will win it here tonight over the Tigers of Tunkhannock, 33-17. Congratulations to the Western Wayne football team, the coaching staff, head coach Donnie McDonough, as they pick up their first win of the 2014 high school football season over Tunkhannock. And for Rod Azar, back to the drawing board. They have a good nucleus of players, but they were just up against a very big and talented Western Wayne football team here tonight. And good luck to the Tunkhannock Tigers as they will take on Scranton Prep next week and then go on the road for 3 weeks in a row. So, Nick, your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, a big win for Western Wayne, something that they really needed to do to right the ship, I guess you could say. Tunkhannock, like you said, a lot of youth. Hopefully the numbers do start to come back at a big school like Tunkhannock, and good luck to them for the rest of the season. And we'll see Western Wayne in a few weeks against Mid-Valley.
And Glenn, your final thoughts on tonight's game as the Wildcats pick up their first win?
Well, little intestinal fortitude in the Western Wayne offense with all those touchdowns called back, and
the players really kept their composure.
Yeah, they did, and so did the coaching staff. I think I would have snapped if that happened to me, but the fact of the matter is, it's a learning process, and you've got to do what you've got to do to overcome that stuff. That is hard to do, but again, Western Wayne came up strong after that, and then Nick had it right. Every time they had one called back, they scored one. So a good job by Coach McDonough and his staff and the players from Western Wayne, and again, Tunkhannock with their small amount of kids over there. Again, as you said, back to the drawing board and get ready for the next week.
And we will get ready for next week. Well, Nick and I will. You're going on a little vacation.
You got to go see the Nittany Lions once in a while, don't you? And, next week sounds like a good one.
So we will be at Lakeland next Friday night for high school football when the Valley View Cougars and the Lakeland Chiefs will go head-to-head. And, Nick, your thoughts on that game?
Well, barring what the outcomes are tonight, let's see how big of a game this really is.
Yeah,
but again, the rivalry game, it's always big, regardless of the records.
Always a lot of fun. And, Glenn, good luck on your trip to watch the Nittany Lions, and congratulations on your anniversary.
Well, thanks,
40
Steve.
years. Congratulations.
49.
49. Wow.
Well, hey, and should I say we were happily married for 3? No, I don't mind. Don't tell her I said that.
Don't tell her you said that. She's listening. Don't tell her you said that. Nick Bayless out here.
Only kidding.
There's no way out of this one.
No.
That is going to wrap it up here at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex. Your final score, Western Wayne 33, Tunkhannock 7. For Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick, I'm Steve Young. Till next time, so long from Varden.
This Adams Cable Channel 7 presentation of high school football between the Western Wayne Wildcats and the Tunkhannock Tigers was brought to you by Adams Cable Service, Figlamini Drugstore, Carbondale, locally owned and trusted since 1929. Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street, Childs. Nick's Excavating and Paving, Carbondale. By your one-stop lumber and hardware center, the Waymart Building Center. Main Street, Sunoco, Carbondale. Beston's Body Shop and Collision Center, Carbondale. By your Napa Auto Parts Store, Tonkin Auto Supply, Carbondale. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes with 2 locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale. The starting lineups are brought to you by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. Next week at Lakeland Stadium, it's a showdown between 2 old Big 11 rivals when the Lakeland Chiefs battle the Valley View Cougars here on Adams Cable Channel 7.